Hello, everybody, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Jay, and today I'm doing another football talk. I'm going to be talking about my cousin's favorite team, the Black and Gold, the Pittsburgh Steelers. Give you my thoughts on their offseason, their draft, and the season preview. Since the training camp and from preseason's over, Steelers went have a perfect preseason, and the biggest. We're talking about their offseason. As we all know, what happened to the Steelers offseason is they lost their main starting quarterback, Ben Roethlisberger, who decided to call it a career. He decided to retire after a very long, 18 years in the NFL? One team, Pittsburgh Steelers, 2 Super Bowls, multiple Pro Bowls, future Steelers Hall of Fame, and of course, NFL Pro Football Hall of Fame. Congratulations to Big Ben on his successful career. Wish him the best in the future and whatever he's planning to do. So, so it's going to be different than not seeing number 7 behind center with the Steelers. The Steelers had an interesting season last year. They did make the playoffs. They did win the last game in Heinz Field, which is no longer Heinz Field. They lost that sponsorship. So let's go ahead and talk about their losses besides Big Ben. Go to their additional losses. They have losses defensive back DeMarcus AC, I can't pronounce it, Kaleem Ballage, tackle Zach Banner, defensive tackle Taco Charleston, defensive tackle defensive tackle DeMarcus Christmas, quarterback Job Dobson, tight end Eric Ebron, center B.J. Finley, corner Joe Hayden, Dwayne Haskins, quarterback, wide receiver Ray McLeod, linebacker Joe Sherbert, and Juju Smith-Schuster. It's a big one right there. There's nothing better for Juju as he went to the Chiefs. Guard Trey Turner and wide receiver James Washington. And now we go to the other additions. They have signed former Eagle Gerard Avery, signed Miles Borkin, got center Mason Cole, guard James Daniels, guard tackle Chase Green. Big sign right for the Steelers. The best one I'd say is Miles Jack. Add to the linebacker core. Him and T.J. Watt would make that linebacker core even stronger. Safety Carl Joseph. Safety, Demontre Kaiser. Wide receiver Gunnar Olszewski. Linebacker John Simon. Quarterback Trubisky. And quarterback Levi Wallace. So the question is going to be for the Steelers when they take it, who is going to be the starting quarterback? Well, I'm going to go flip to the Steelers and how they do the draft. Give me a second. I'm using my Lindsay Sports to see how they tell you how they did. So the Steelers, they got a B+. Their first pick in the draft, they chose quarterback Kenny Pickett from Pittsburgh, a local kid who had a good preseason. And I will tell you right now, in my opinion, this is just my opinion. This is my opinion. This is up to you how you decide. So I think the Steelers will probably go with Mitch Trubisky, week 1 starter. I don't think you should rush rush Kenny Pickett yet. I think he needs to sit, learn. Don't rush him out there. Because, he had played good stuff, but let him sit and learn, let the veteran handle it. And if the season's, way out of control, if they're not like they're making playoffs, then you put Kenny Pickett in. But it's a toss-up. But I think Mitch Trubisky will start over Mason Rudolph. I let Kenny Pickett sit, let him learn the playbook, let him learn everything. Don't throw him to the wolves yet. Don't throw him to the wolves. Just let him sit and learn. I'm going back to when the Eagles drafted McNabb. He wasn't. They throw him to the wolves. They let him sit, let him learn till week 10. Then he put him in. So don't rush him. So okay. After that, Steelers did draft the wide receiver George Pickens. George Pickens coming off an ACL tear, but he should be just fine. We've seen him make a couple good catches. They also drafted defensive end from Texas A&M, DeMarvin Lear. I hope I'm saying that right. In the 4th round, they got Calvin Austin the 3rd. 6th round, they've got Cam Hayward's brother, Connor Hayward, tight end. In the 7th round, they got Mark Robinson from Mississippi, and Chris Okafor, a quarterback from South Dakota State. Probably a practice squad player, but overall, I think Kenny Pickett, this is a different Steeler team, a different look at the Steeler team. It's not going to be the same, but number 7 behind, they still have Najee Harris, but I think the Steelers should be focusing on going back to old school Steeler football. Run the football down your opponent's throat. Plain and simple. Have the quarterback pass it, not like maybe 30 attempts a game, but not go crazy. You want your running backs to be a workhorse, and especially with this division, with this ramped up division with Cleveland, Baltimore, and Cincy. So it's gonna be interesting to see how this team's gonna be. But okay, so now I'm gonna talk about the preview for the Steelers season. It's only in my opinion. I don't know what could happen, but this is a preview. So the Steelers open up against the defending AFC champs, Cincinnati. This is going to be a tough one, but I think Cincinnati will win their first game against Pittsburgh. It's going to be a slugfest. I expect it. The next one is against New England. I think the Steelers can pull it off. I think they can pull up the upset against New England. So puts them 1-1. They travel to Thursday night, a short week against Cleveland. Since Cleveland don't have Deshaun Watson since he's suspended 10 games, I think they can handle business in Cleveland and pick up their second win. They go 2-1. Jets, they should beat the Jets, make them 3-1. Now the next one's gonna be really tough. The next 2 games is gonna be tough for them. They face 2 very good quarterbacks, and Josh Allen and Tom Brady. I expect Buffalo to take care of business against the Steelers, and Tom Brady and the Buccaneers to take care of this in Tampa. So that's 2 losses right there. So I have them 1-1, 2-1, 3-1. 3-1, 3-2, 3-3 outright movement. Miami, that's going to be interesting. But now you have a speed, quick receiver. I think it's Tua Tagovailoa. It's going to be close. I will have to give Miami a Steelers go 3-4. They travel Philadelphia against my favorite NFL team, the Philadelphia Eagles. The Steelers have not, I don't recall the last time the Steelers beat the Eagles at Philadelphia. I think it still continues. I think the Steelers will lose to Philadelphia, but it's going to be one of them close games. It could be a close game. I don't expect it to be a blowout, because last time we saw the Steelers play the Eagles in Philadelphia, it became a blowout. It was basically Darren Sproles. It was Carson Wentz and Darren Sproles for that game, and he had no big no name. They had Jordan Matthews. That was it, and this was still Big Ben too. So that was how many years ago this was last played in Philly. Then the Steelers go on the bye week. Then they play a tough New Orleans team. I don't think they'll beat New Orleans. I think that's a loss there. They travel back. They go back home to Cincy for a night game. I don't think they take care of Cincy against Indianapolis. That's a tough one against Matt Ryan. I think it's a loss there. I think they'll handle business Atlanta, because we don't know about that. Baltimore, I will have them winning it at home against Baltimore, but losing on the road at Baltimore. So split that series. I say they'll take care of Baker Mayfield. They play Carolina. Raiders, it's not looking good there. I think the Raiders will win there. Baltimore will win at home against the Steelers. In the last game of the season, I think the Steelers will handle the win. They'll get the win at home for the last game of the year. So it's not looking good, as I say. It's going to be a rocky road, way it looks like, for the Steelers, but anything could happen. This is just my opinion. So, yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how this team's going to do with Mitch Trubisky at quarterback, then eventually probably Kenny Pickett taking over, but the Steelers will have a mobile quarterback, not a pocket passer. So, hopefully, what the Steelers did do, they have an extra help with TJ Watt will help get more pressure. Minka Fitzpatrick's going to be in the back, and you have Cam Hayward, underrated, who's one of the best defensive linemen. So it's going to be interesting to see how this Steelers team. I think they should go back to the old Steelers football, run the ball down your throat, and pass occasionally, not the simple stuff. Keep the play Steelers football. It's going to be interesting to see how this team does. So, looking forward to it. So, this is probably, I didn't expect this from me, but this is my honest opinion. But anything could happen. They can go on a tear, or they can be losers. They could be win, loss, or win, or loss, or win, lose, win. It could be anything. But that's my honest opinion on that. So, if you like my season preview of the Steelers, leave a like, a comment, and also please subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate it. I'd like to thank all my subscribers for subscribing, liking, commenting, sharing, and viewing. Without you, I won't be doing these. So, without further I'd like to thank all of you for helping me. Thank you, everybody. I hope you have a safe and wonderful Monday, and I will see you next time. Take care, stay safe, stay humble, be a blessing. And I'm pretending I'm waving my imaginary terrible towel. And Renegades play. Here we go. See you later.